An icy soda is the perfect way to wash down fast food burgers, fries, and burritos. But is there a cost hidden behind that delicious treat? The truth is, you should probably avoid fast food ice at all costs.
They call it ice and it's gonna change the world.
Ice cubes take up a lot of volume in a cup. In fact, back in 2021, TikTok user Jason Mora2 revealed in a video just how little liquid you get due to the amount of ice in drinks at Dunkin' Donuts. The amount of coffee in a large iced coffee fills up less than half of the drink cup once the liquid was poured from the ice. That's just money down the drain. To get an idea of just how much ice fast food companies use, Prima Supply, a restaurant equipment supply company, estimates that fast food retailers should count on needing just under a pound of ice per customer daily. The good news is that you can always ask for less ice, or no ice at all, and fast food chains will likely honor your request free of charge. While there was a rumor circulating in April 2023 regarding Starbucks' ice policy and that the coffee chain would begin upcharging for no ice, Starbucks quickly shut it down. That said, it is true that not putting ice in your drink results in more company expenditure, which may eventually trickle down to the customer. Another compelling reason to avoid fast food ice at all costs is that it might be filthy. Some studies have found toilet water and ice cubes to contain the same bacteria, such as E. coli. Back in 2006, a middle school student shocked the world when her science experiment revealed that a whopping 70% of the time, ice cubes contained more bacteria than toilet water. Dr. David Katz, medical contributor to Good Morning America, told ABC News, "These bacteria don't belong there. It's not cause for panic, although it is alarming because what she found is nothing new. You're not more likely to get sick now, but she's done us a favor by sounding the alarm." Over a decade later, a 2017 investigation done by BBC found that these conditions had not changed. One of the ways that fast food ice can get dirty is if the machines are not properly cleaned. QSR Magazine explains that ice machines must be inspected and cleaned preemptively before pink, green, brown, or black mold can grow. Each device has its own procedure, but generally, a machine should be inspected at least weekly, and any cleaning done should be double-checked, especially internal parts. Even if your ice is not contaminated, it still can be hazardous to your health. Specifically, it can damage your teeth. The American Dental Association categorizes ice as one of the top 9 foods that damage your teeth. While the tooth usually wins in the battle between ice and tooth, that's not always the case. Sometimes ice will crack your teeth or wear down the enamel, which makes you more prone to cavities. Ice can also cause gum irritation and recession. Further, if you wear braces or have fillings, chewing ice can damage them. So if you find yourself chewing on the ice in your fast food drink, cut out the temptation and ask for no ice. As a side note, if you do find yourself chewing ice constantly, consider whether this is a craving. Pagophagia, a form of pica, is the intense craving to chew on ice. Often, it can be a sign of an underlying health condition. Sometimes people with anemia or iron deficiency develop pagophagia. It can also result from calcium deficiency, dry mouth, and mental health conditions. Besides dental problems, pagophagia can lead to malnutrition, fatigue, dizziness, and depression, among other symptoms. If you suspect you might have pagophagia, it's best to talk to your healthcare professional. It's a common scenario. It's a hot day and you're eating your burger and chatting with some friends. Soon enough, the ice in your drink starts to melt. That soda you paid precious money for no longer tastes quite the same. When ice melts, it dilutes your drink. The type of ice you use in your drink matters. Expert mixologist Anna Gracia tells Insider that larger ice cubes last longer before they start to melt, maintaining the integrity of your drink for longer. Think about the ice you get from your local fast food joint. Most of it is smaller, meaning it will melt sooner rather than later. Further, ice shouldn't be cloudy. Wirecutter explains that because cloudy ice has air pockets, it flattens out soda more quickly than clear ice does. When soda hits the air pockets, it causes more instant fizzing and immediate death to carbonation. So if you're at a fast food joint, or any restaurant for that matter, check the clarity of the ice cubes before adding them to your drink. After all, nobody likes
green ice.
Ice is considered a food, which means the U.S. Food and Drug Administration regulates it. However, it only regulates packaged ice. As such, the ice that fast food restaurants make is not being regulated. According to the FDA, Ice manufacturers must produce, hold, and transport ice in clean and sanitary conditions, monitor the cleanliness and hygiene of employees, use properly cleaned and maintained equipment, and use water that is safe and sanitary. It's important to remember that while the FDA does not regulate fast food ice, state and local agencies do regulate fast food establishments. If you're ever unsure about whether you're in a dirty restaurant, you can check its health department rating. Depending on your jurisdiction, the rating might be on display in a window of the establishment or available online. If you are unsure of the restaurant's rating and do not want to avoid the location, perhaps skip on the ice. As previously mentioned, one of the reasons ice can be contaminated is because of the water used. But contamination is not the only issue to consider when thinking about the water from which ice is made. If the fast food restaurant does not use filtered water to make its ice, there may be added chemicals and heavy metals inside the ice that may or may not be harmful. According to water treatment company Eco Water Systems, chloramine, a combination of chlorine and ammonia, used to treat water can end up in ice if not adequately filtered. The CDC says that while water companies monitor these levels for safety, some people are more sensitive to the chlorine and chloramine used to treat water. And while it may not be hazardous to your health, it can affect the taste, which could be positive or negative, depending on your preference. To note, chlorinated water harms your aquatic and reptilian housemates. Don't give them any ice or water about which you are unsure.